Hi everybody, it's MxRheyRhey. I am back. Today I'm doing more concept art of my Magic World universe idea. I think I have a name for it, but it's still in workshop, so I'm going to just keep that to myself for now. But today what I want to show you guys is the deities of my world. There's 6. They are based on the elements, except for the last 2, which is going to be sort of like space and time. Technically it's space. What the people call him in the world, which he didn't ask for, was sort of the god of the heavens. Heavens, space, sort of go hand in hand a little bit. So that's, you know, sort of how like some people can like really like grand, like the whole like grandeur thing, get carried away with things that they believe. And I sort of have references to go with. That's why you are right here, sort of on my desk where I can see you, because I need my computer. Because what I did is I went to this website called Chibify, and I made little chibi versions of all of my deities, and I'm gonna talk about which soon-ish. I'm not drawing them today, but I have like their little chibis as a small reference. There we go. So there's the people and stuff there. Let me turn to the new giant page, and I can introduce you to my kids. Basically, I call them my kids. I've had them in my head for a while. I basically call them my kids, which I'm going to be using gouache today, just so I can like solidify kind of their look. I'm going to say their second rough draft of what they look like. So let me get pencils, everything out. Let me fill this back up with water because I will need it for my gouache, and I will be right back. Okay, so the first one we have up, her name is Hathor Persephone, but Persephone is her middle name. I call her Ha for short whenever I have to do any kind of shorthand. And out of all of her siblings, she acts like the oldest sister. They were all technically born, quote unquote, at the same time, but she takes pretty much the role of the bigger sister. She is fiercely loyal. She loves to like take care of her other siblings. She's a bit of a perfectionist, and whenever it comes to the fire and magic and all of that, what I really like her to represent is more of like the passion for things. While she is like the embodiment of like passion and fire and everything, she's a very practical person. She likes to maintain a lot of self-control. Well, not a lot of self-control, not compulsory self-control, but she is very self-controlled because she knows exactly how dangerous she can be when prompted, because she does got that big sister energy. And I just really love her. When I was first trying to draw her in a different sketchbook, my inspiration and reference for her and the chibi was actually Dulce, I can't remember her name, but she is a very, very funny lady, and I just think she's very beautiful, and she is who I modeled this one after. So one thing that I like to do is I like to put in their likes. I don't know if you saw in like the little notes that I had next to her chibi. Things that she likes are sweets, because who doesn't? She loves supporting her siblings anonymously, coffee before bed, and mostly her wife, which I have a really cute story for. Next up, her name is Arcadia Fallow. She is our embodiment of Earth, But what I really like her to be is sort of the embodiment of foundation and balance. She is very, I wouldn't say bubbly, but she has a very optimistic viewpoint in a lot of things. She loves murder mystery novels when they come out in like the universe's future. And she really likes martial arts and gardening and everything, like connecting to her roots. She is, well, I mean, yes, okay, loyal is going to be a very good adjective for all of these people because they are very loyal to their family. But something I really like about Arcadia, who I name R for short, she's just very positive. Like she does have problems with being down on herself every once in a while, but otherwise she likes to stay positive and try not to let any of those things really get to her. And she is the tiniest of all of her siblings. It's really funny. So, this next one, their name is Fuji. I cannot for the life of me remember how to pronounce their middle name, but they represent the element of water. There is a very good story on how Fuji realized they were gender fluid. I feel like it fits though because, you know, the element of water and fluidity. They are very, very fun-loving. They are really adaptable. They are more of the shy ones of all of their siblings. I mean shy as in like shy, not just like kind of introverted. Because they are shy and they kind of like want to go with the flow, that's sort of their personality. Obviously, water. So they are very adaptable. They love just sitting down, having a relaxing time, having some tea. They love to hear anyone's creative pursuits and all of that. And they just, you know, they're here for a good time. They don't really like confrontation. They definitely don't care about being misgendered because gender fluid means for them personally that they have all the genders and they love just looking cute. They really do. Okay, so this next one, his name is Noctavius. I really can't explain why that name just fits him so well, but he is our element of time. He is very, I don't know how to put this. He's a bit of a smart aleck. Because he can essentially control time, he gets bored very easily, and he has picked up every hobby you can imagine, especially the ones where you are like physically active within the hobby. So like mechanics, anything to do with your hands. He's just a very, he also is introverted, in a way. He likes to have like his own like the one thing he likes to do is just his own hobbies. So whenever you want to like chat with him or anything, you have to do it like in his warehouse where he's working and everything. And no, he will not tell you anything about the future or the past because the best way to experience it is just living through it. And he has a few stories about those. And I don't know how else to describe him. He's very pragmatic. He just, I don't know how. Can't say anything else about him because that's just how he is. He has a resting bitch face like me. I can say that. Okay, so this next one, his name is Thurgo. He is the element of air. He is a jokester. He loves any kind of like card or board game. He is very charming. I can't understand why, but he is, and it's almost annoying. One definite downside to being a pretty much immortal deity, God, whatever you want to call them, is that when you get very bored kind of easily, and he knows all about that. One thing that he really, really loves to see later on in life is something that he sees as original, and he loves having new experiences. So, when you live forever, that's kind of hard to do. So it irritates him a little bit, but he tries not to let that part really get him down. He loves learning. He loves having like really friendly debates. Not debates as in like, nowadays, but like actual like, let's have a discussion. What are your viewpoints? And oh, I didn't think about that, sort of like, active good debates. He would have been on the debate team in any kind of like school, and it would have been fun for him, the freaking nerd. But yeah, I don't know what else to say about him. That's just who he is. He's a fun-loving air guy. He's charismatic. He loves to learn. He loves listening to other people rant about what they've learned. He's just a good, fun guy. So, last but not least is our deity of space. His name is Santu. Because he is sort of like of space, or like technically the people call him like the god of the heavens, which he finds very annoying and presumptuous and like way too much. He got that nickname sort of because he is a very altruistic type of person. He is a people pleaser to the core, so he tries so hard to be there for everybody all the time and like make them happy. And that's sort of why he got the nickname. But after, like, not even after a while, like as soon as like he became aware it was a thing, he was just like, oh no, and he feels very uncomfortable with it. It's not a good thing, and that's sort of how some conflict arises within some of my story. But it's not like entirely his fault. He really doesn't want to be a part of anyone who thinks about that. And later on, I get rid of this like hairline, and I just decide to give him a mohawk spontaneously because, yeah, I think he actually would like a mohawk after his, I don't know, wanting to push away people who think way too highly of him, so he doesn't have like a perfection complex. I'm gonna stop talking in the voiceover now and let you guys hear my thoughts here in the video. Now that the sketching part is over and I've sort of solidified what they look like, I have to actually come back tomorrow personally for me, and I will color in all of their faces then with my gouache. So I will see you in just a minute. Okay, so found myself a snack, which I should not be chewing on the whole time, but before I get to painting, I need to mix my skin tones and figure out what's what. So I sprayed these a little bit. I think I'm mostly going to stick with the browns, the red, a little bit of red, the yellows. So while I'm going to be mixing their skin tone colors and their hair colors, and at the very, very end outline, I really actually don't know what else to say about them other than like sort of how I imagine them to be. There's a lot of stories I want to say separately about like their adventures growing up and how they, grow as deity people. But that will be in like separate story structures, not necessarily something as a concept that I want to share with you guys now. So I think I'm just going to stop talking here and let you guys like just enjoy the rest of the coloring, the color painting that I do with them. So I will see you guys at the end of the video, I guess, and hope you enjoy my, OCs. I guess that's what they technically are, OCs. go, all of them, and their names. I hope all of you guys enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed coming up with all these colors and like the background stuff for them I did like before all of this though. So if you have any questions about who these people are, where they come from, the world they live in, the world they kind of like half rule, let me know in the comments down below on all your questions. I would love to answer them as best as I can without getting into any kind of like spoiler territory. And I will see all of you guys in a different video. So, bye.